My daughters love building fairy houses. You may not have been aware that fairies need houses, so let me explain. The girls go into our backyard and take whatever they can find, pieces of bark, leaves, scraps of wood, stones, and build exquisite tiny structures in which our backyard fairy folk can take up residence. A leaf turns into a fairy bed. A piece of bark is a door. These regular items, which could have been destined for the compost, become the building blocks for something beautiful. They take on a new life. And if the fairies don't find shelter there, the ladybugs definitely do. This week, in our readings, we hear that another kind of house is being built. Even as our physical church, that space that at times I ache to be in, stands unfilled and largely unused, St. Peter reminds us that we are living stones being built into a spiritual house. Today, as we deal with the upheaval of our lives, with the daily fear and anxiety we are all faced with, I wonder what that means to be a living stone. It sounds like a more solid faith than I might have at times. Then I look at the people around me and I realize the church is not empty and desolate, locked in this time of pandemic. Actually, it's the opposite. We are the church, the living stones, each one of us unique, just as each stone is, each one of us playing our own part in God's mission, building a spiritual house. And we are not alone. Even as we are separated by physical distance, we are bound together in spirit. Because the truth is, while we love and miss our buildings, we are rooted in something far more permanent than any building. We are rooted in Christ, who is lovingly building us up, who connects us, who is the first living stone, who is our cornerstone, who stands firm even as we feel so unsteady in these days of the pandemic. If we can take the time to truly rest on Jesus the cornerstone, we can find our bearing, our solid ground, and start proclaiming his love to the world through our actions, both large and small. I think we already are proclaiming God's love, each in our own way, the living stones of God's church, active in the world. And by pouring God's love into the world through our actions, we are transformed, just as the bark and the leaves in my backyard were transformed by my daughters into something beautiful and new. And through us, through the living stone of God's church, God will in turn transform our neighborhoods, our community, and in time, our world.
Come, live in the light, shine with the joy and the love of the Lord. We are called to be light for the kingdom, to live in the freedom of the city of God. We are called to act with justice, We are called to love tenderly. We are called to serve one another, to walk humbly with God. Come, open your heart and show your mercy to all those in fear. We are called to be hope for the hopeless, so all hatred and blindness will